All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about a transformation that's so powerful, it almost feels like a cheat code for life. Seriously, we're going to unpack how the Korean martial art of Taekwondo can totally rewire your self-esteem and, finally unlock that main character energy you've been looking for. You know that feeling, right? When you're just playing a supporting role in your own life. It's like you're stuck in this low-budget movie called The Mildly Anxious Life of Me, and your only goal is to get through the scene without, dropping your phone or saying something weird. And look, this is not just you. That constant low-grade self-doubt, that little voice inside your head that's just working overtime, it is so exhausting. And it's a shared thing, really. Kind of like a quiet pandemic of feeling less than, especially when you're scrolling through everyone else's perfectly filtered highlight reels. But what if there was a way out? And here it is. The plot twist you absolutely did not see coming. Nope. It's not another self-help book. It's not another meditation app you're going to use for 3 days. It's a martial art. This is the express lane to that main character energy we're all chasing, and it's time to really understand why. I mean, this really shows you the scale of the change we're talking about. Before, you're the person who walks into a room and your first instinct is to find the exit, maybe apologize for even existing. But after, you walk in and you find that power stance spot. You plant your feet and you own the space. It's a total, complete change in your default settings. So, how does this whole journey even start? Well, spoiler alert, it's not with some heroic training montage. Nope. It starts with being okay with looking, well, a little ridiculous. Okay, your first class is just pure, unfiltered awkwardness, right? Everyone else is in their crisp, white uniforms, spinning around like some kind of human Beyblade, and you're just trying to remember which foot is your left. You're forced to be vulnerable, to fail in front of a bunch of strangers, and to try a high kick that, let's be honest, looks more like a dramatic stumble. But this moment, right here, this is where the magic actually starts. Because see, underneath all the kicks and the punches and the awkwardness, there is a really powerful psychological process going on. It's all about systematically hacking your own brain to build this unshakable self-belief. And here's how it works. The secret sauce is all about these tiny little wins, these micro victories. Just dragging yourself to class? That's a win. Finally figuring out how to tie your belt the right way? Huge win. Landing just one solid kick? That's a win. The whole system forces you to celebrate these tiny little moments of progress. And that, right there, starts to completely change the story you tell yourself. And don't get it twisted, this isn't just your instructor being nice. This is a neurohack. When they point out that one good move you made in a sea of, flailing arms, they are actively training your brain to look for competence instead of catastrophe. You are literally rewiring your own self-esteem one tiny win at a time. Now, a huge part of that rewiring comes from something called the key hop. So what is it? It's basically a powerful shout that you do to project energy and just commit 100% to a movement. And yeah, it feels super silly at first, but trust me, it's an incredibly powerful tool for just letting go and putting your energy out into the world. I mean, just think about it for a second. We live in a world that so often tells us to be quiet, to kind of shrink ourselves down. So that moment of a full, loud, committed sound, it's a physical declaration that says, hey, I am here. I take up space. I have power. It's basically a shout that says, I am worthy. And all these mental changes, they get reinforced by very real physical ones. We're talking about building a type of confidence that you can actually feel in your own body. And what this does is it creates this amazing positive feedback loop. So you practice the stances and your posture gets better. You start to stand taller, your shoulders naturally go back. Well, now you've got this confident posture and the world starts to see you as more competent. And when people start treating you that way, your own brain starts to believe it too. It's confidence being built from the outside in and the inside out, all at the same time. But there's one moment that really crystallizes this entire journey. It's the moment you stand in front of a solid object, a wooden board, and you're told to break it with your own body. And as you're standing there looking at that board, every single voice of self-doubt you have ever had comes screaming to the surface. It's this whole chorus of, you can't do this, you're going to hurt yourself, you'll be so embarrassed. It is your internal critic made real and solid right in front of you. But then, you push those voices aside, you take a breath, you remember your training, and you execute the technique you've practiced hundreds, maybe thousands of times. And that sound, that feeling of pure, focused power as the wood just shatters, it's undeniable. It's physical proof that you are so much stronger and more capable than your anxious brain has been telling you all this time. You basically just had a very direct conversation with your self-doubt, and you won. And this, right here, is the real takeaway. That feeling doesn't just stay in the dojang. It becomes your new mental model. Thinking about asking for that raise? Hey, you just broke a board. Need to set a difficult boundary with someone? You've broken tougher things than this. It completely reframes every single challenge you face in your life.
But this whole transformation, it's not a solo mission. The final and maybe the most crucial piece of the puzzle to making this confidence actually stick is the environment that you're in.
I mean, just look at this contrast for a second. The world of social media, it trains us for constant external comparison, right? Am I as good as them? Do I look as good as them? But the dojang, that's the Korean word for the training hall, it's a complete detox from all of that. The only person you're competing against is the person you were yesterday. It shifts your entire focus from the outside world to your own internal growth. So when you really boil it all down, Taekwondo, it's not just a fitness routine, it's an emotional training system in disguise. It teaches you how to stand tall, how to fail safely, how to commit fully, and how to find concrete physical proof that those limits you thought you had, they're really just suggestions. Which really just leaves one question for you. Are you ready to meet the person you're about to become? Or is the fear of looking a little silly on day one going to be the thing that keeps you watching from the sidelines forever? The choice and all that power is yours.